Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. Welcome back, everybody, and Happy New Year to all of you guys out there. And I hope and I wish that 2025 brings more joy and happiness and better trades in your life. With that being said, Tesla is down 3.25% again. And going into tomorrow's session, we're opening at a critical support for 100. Now, when Tesla was down to like 200, 190, 180-ish, and I was making videos saying that Tesla is the only stock, I'm buying this dip and it's going to go back up. We just have to wait. We just got to have patience right here on the stock. Well, the messages I got, not a lot but few, that Tesla is trash, garbage, this is the garbage stock, right? And now when I made this video a couple days ago right here, and when I said Tesla is really overextended, I'm expecting a pullback down to 400. Someone goes in the comment section and said that this is ridiculous. I'm saying that Tesla is coming down to 400. That's not happening. Well, first of all, I don't hate any one of you guys out there. I don't want anybody to lose money. That's why these videos are coming out. Now, why I said that? Well, it's overextended. From my experience with the stock market and the stock itself, Tesla, I know when things are really overextended, it can wipe off easily $100. And you can see $88 or $90 almost gone here on Tesla. And if you are actually chasing here Tesla at 500, you actually are holding a big bag or you already took a massive loss on Tesla. And that is why lesson for 2025, don't go and chase. As long as you have your money in your hand, cash, you can do whatever you want to do with that money when opportunity comes. It might not come, today, might not come next day or the next day or next week, but it's gonna come. And when it comes, that's when you pick up on a stock like Tesla, maybe Google, maybe Amazon, but you gotta wait. You cannot just get, FOMO into a stock where you see the stock is running and oh, it's going. I'm gonna get in, jump in, and then boom, it goes down, right? How many times that actually happened to a lot of us, right? It happens all the time. So the point I'm trying to make, guys, when things are low, don't say it's trash. That is when you pick up the trash. When things are high, that is when you're chasing, and you're not supposed to chase at that level. You need to wait and just calm down and let the stock come down. If not, trade something else. You don't have to go and trade Tesla or something else like Meta. Wait, there will be opportunities. Market will be right here tomorrow. Market will be right here day after tomorrow and the day after, next month, next year, next decade. So what's the rush? Your money, you have it on your hand. You just have to wait for that right opportunity. And if you do that, you're going to be winner every time. And if you cannot do that, well, nobody can help you. It does not matter if you join my Patreon or if you go join, somebody else who has millions of followers. You can go and join. Nobody can help you. It does not matter who you join. If you do not change the way you approach these names, and especially the stock market itself, when it's running high and you're chasing, you're not gonna make money. And these big people that are trading in the market, they don't go buy here, they sell here. And guess who buys? Retail traders, investors. We buy here, and we need to stop doing that. That is why I actually said that Tesla is really overextended, and I think it's going to pull back, and it's definitely pulling back really hard. I mean, you can see 88, $90 gone within a matter of 2, 3, 4 trading days, right? So going into tomorrow's session, and market did not really do well, especially the way we closed just before New Year, right? It's not a good closing for next year. So, I hope things are okay, but hope does not work in the stock market, right? So we will see how that plays out. Going into tomorrow's session, guys, 400 key level on Tesla. If that gives up, we might be landing all the way down here at 375. And don't forget, we have all these unfinished business gaps right here, 358, 345, 324. That does not mean that I'm saying tomorrow, just a pullback, you'll get a pullback down to these gaps. Over time, you can come down here. So if even if you're buying, I think Tesla is still not a buy in my book. I would say wait and see what the stock does, finds a bottom, gets more volume, maybe some catalyst, some delivery numbers, and then, buy with the momentum. And don't hold it long term. This is not a position you want to hold long term at 400, maybe down to like, uh, 320, 300-ish. You can start buying just a little bit here. Not yet at 400, even though stock is on a breakout, you need to wait for that. Now, going into tomorrow's session, there will be resistance at 419, 20-day moving average, 429. If we can clear that, we also have resistance right here at 439 and then the gap at 451. But this is the key line in the sand, 400. If that gives up, there will be more significant selling on Tesla, guys. On Amazon, stock is down 0.86%. So Amazon under 20-day, 5-day, and 13-day moving average. We have a gap on top at 226, and now the stock getting closer and closer to this gap right here. And it can happen early as tomorrow morning. Amazon drops down to 216. That's going to be a key support. But underneath that level, we have this gap at 214. So watch out for that. To the upside, there will be resistance at 225. I would say these moving averages, 20-day and 5-day. And if we can clear that, then watch out for this gap getting filled right here on top, 226.67. And then we also have resistance at 230. So Amazon also, if you look at my screen, a lower Bollinger Band moving up here. So I think we might see a bounce from here after filling this gap, or maybe not even filling this gap, but from 216, there might be a bounce back up to the upside unless we gap up and go tomorrow up to this gap, 226.67 on Amazon. On Google, stock is down 1.17%. So Google holding over this 20-day moving average, which is sitting at 189. And you can see low for the day, 189.58. So this is going to be your key line in the sand for Google, 189. If that gives up, 184. And then this gap comes into play right here between 179.48 and then 178.04. To the upside, Google will find resistance at 194, 196, and then 200. On AMD, it's down 1.35%. So AMD, it's on a strong downtrend. But guess what? This is where opportunity is right here on AMD. If you're thinking about long, perfect dip buying opportunity right here on AMD, you're getting a 50% discount from all-time highs. Now, going into tomorrow's session, there will be resistance at 122, right here at 124, 125.62, and over that, 128.39 on AMD. To the downside, strong support down here at 118, and underneath that level, you will see a flush down to 113.25, lower Bollinger Band, where we might see a bounce, or this thing can go all the way down to 110. So Netflix also down 1%, and this one just getting a close right on top of this lower Bollinger Band, which is sitting right here at 887, and the stock is trading at 891. So Netflix also ran really high, really quick. You can see this run up here, guys, just ballistic. So if this one takes a back seat for a couple days, it's totally fine. We also have earnings coming up this month. So Netflix right here, your key line in the sand, lower Bollinger Band, 887. Underneath that level, and you can see that was the low from before also. Underneath that level, this thing can flush easily down to this support right here, 864, and then 50-day moving average, 853, and then 842. To the upside, and the only way up, look at what happened just day before yesterday. 902.68 high for the day, not even getting up to 904. So if this thing can clear 904, then watch out for a move right here at 914, and over that, it's gonna look more bullish for a move up to 936. On Apple, stock is down 0.71%, and Apple also holding that key line 250 20-day moving average and the support right here, guys. 250 gives up, there will be significant selling all the way down to right here. 50-day moving average and the retest of the breakout 237. To the upside, 250 can hold. It needs to get over 252.59, And then over that, we also will have resistance at 255, 5-day moving average. And then we can talk about going back up to all-time highs again, which is 260. On Meta, it's down 0.97%. So Meta holding over this lower Bollinger Band right here, 580. And you can see it came down to 583.85. And also, we have the 50-day moving average, which is sitting near 588. So there will be resistance at 588, 598 to 600. Over that, it's going to look much bullish. But so far, it's nowhere near 600. So watch out for a retest of 588. Only if that breaks, you're going to see a move up to 598 to 600. Underneath 588, watch out for this support to break 580 and this Bollinger Band to come down a bit more. If that happens, the next stop will be down here at 558, 551, and then the gap down here just below 545. On Microsoft is down 0.78%. So talking about bear flag not playing out, or maybe it's going to play out. You can see this giant bear flag that I had here on my screen for I don't know a couple of months now, since August right here from this dip. And you can see we're going back and forth inside this flag. We went higher. It was kind of looking like 460 was coming. We got pretty much there, and then took a back seat and now a gap down all the way down to lower Bollinger Band and down to the critical support 420. We have this trend line here, and that's going to hold. If not, things are going to look really bad. If you see a breakdown below 420 on Microsoft, this thing can flush down to 413 and then even 400. Now we get a bounce. We get a gap at top right here at 436.63. We get some sort of a bounce tomorrow. Watch out for the resistance at 428.55, 50-day moving average. Over that, there will be resistance at 430.86. And if we can clear all that, then watch out for this gap getting filled at 436.63 on Microsoft. And that could be a huge area where Microsoft gets a rejection on a big rally back up to the upside. On Nvidia, stock is down over 2%. So Nvidia, a lot of things are happening. We all know that we have this head and shoulder pattern. Did not play out so far. Neckline did not break. We also have this big bull flag or this wedge here or this downtrend. We got the breakout, and now on top of that, we might be bull flagging right here. If you look at my screen, Nvidia might be bull flagging here. But for that to play out, we need a breakout over 140 to actually see a big breakout from this bull flag. So far, that's not the case, but it's holding this trend line right here as a support, 134. So that's going to be a key line in the sand for tomorrow. Underneath that level, 130, and then it's all over. You're going to see 126. And this measured move for this head and shoulder pattern can bring NVIDIA down to 107. So keep that in mind. Also, to the upside, if this breakout is actually going to hold, and we get this breakout from this mini bull flag over 140, that should take Nvidia back up to 144 easily. So a lot of things are actually playing out on Nvidia, and we just have to wait and see how things actually take place tomorrow, and especially into New Year. And then we have new president taking office very soon. So a lot of things are actually going to get that shake up. So we just have to wait and see which way things are going. With that being said, I want to share one trade idea with you guys right here that could be a nice play going into tomorrow's session. And if you look at my screen, Costco here, you can see this thing is pulling back into where? Let me show you guys right here. Usually I don't do that, but because you guys are putting a lot of effort for me, putting those likes, I'm going to share some of my plays that I'm looking at. And if you look at my screen, I mean, you can see this area right here from 916-ish to 909. There was a lot of rejection. You can go up here and you can see there is a rejection at 922, and that's where we got rejection uh, just the day before yesterday, before the new year. And now it's holding over this support right here, 909. So you can see, I mean, it's also underneath lower Bollinger Band. So that is another thing to watch out. There is a gap here on top near 951. So if this thing gets a big bounce, you can see it's selling off for past couple days. We can expect a big rally back up to the upside, even if that rally is like 15, $20. That's huge money. So as long as you have a stop and a game plan, and I'm looking to play this tomorrow again. I played, two times already. Even day before yesterday, I played it right here, and it was fantastic right here. Playing this and getting calls pretty much right here at 9:16, 9:15, and look at the bounce here. Immediately got a big bounce, sold for a profit, and then came back. But this could be also, short-term swing trade as long as this area of support can hold. Costco is a nice play, at least up to this gap. I'm not saying this is a long term play, hold it long term, and you're going to make huge money out of it. This is a short term play. Oversold bounce can happen easily on Costco up to this gap, 950 plus. So that is your upside target on Costco on a bounce. And this is your stop loss right here. You got to stop out right here at 908 if you're buying somewhere here between 908 and 9:15 to 16 on Costco. So let me know how that actually works out for you guys. If you guys wanted to play this going into this week or even next week, as long as the stock is right here, don't go and chase right up here at 940 and try to make money off of it, guys. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated.